Okay, welcome everybody. As we get the last tricklers, come on in, have a seat. Tonight's a special night, and I want to thank everybody for being here. On behalf of the Casteel Athletic Department, I'd like to welcome you all to this Casteel High School signing day. We're very proud of our 10 seniors as they showed incredible commitment in the journey they've taken to get to this point tonight. Tonight, we'll recognize each individual that has chosen to sign in a ceremony. We've had multiple along the way, but this ceremony tonight is about these 10 individuals. And we're very proud of them. But to begin the evening, I'd like to bring to the stage Maggie Green to open up the night with the national anthem. Please stand, remove your hats. Welcome back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. At the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was beautiful. Thank you, Maggie. So tonight we've got a special video that was put together by the coaches and the parents of the athletes depicting the timeline that they've kind of gone through over the last 4 years. Please turn your attention to the screen.
He's a tremendous student these last couple of years. He really focused on his studies. I think that helped his golf game overall, got him to where he needed to be to continue his golfing career. His passion for the sport is unparalleled. He's into golf and he is laser focused. But then he had to go climb under the bridge, get his ball, put it, the closest point of relief, and he still managed, I believe he parred it out from there. And it was off the desert, under a tree, near a bridge, and it didn't even faze him going to park. I think is like the perfect fit because he gets to continue working on his game. I expect big things from him and I think he's going to do an awesome job. Gunner, if you ever need a caddy, hit me up.
Didn't take too long where he felt like this is where he needed to be. But I would say that my favorite would be at state this year. To see him be able to compete in the state championship. And I would say that was probably my wife's favorite memory as well. He's developed into a really nice, good young man. Look at life like a golf course. There's a lot of hidden traps. There's a lot of twists and turns. There's a lot of enjoyment. You never know how a shot's going to end up, but as long as you keep swinging the club and keep going for the green, keep trying to put it in the cup, things are going to turn out all right.
Picked up a golf club one day with my husband on the course and just never wanted to put it down. Probably when I got to go just this last year when Gunnar went to state for golf. That was pretty amazing to watch. The camaraderie between the boys and the coaches and how much fun they all had together and how they encouraged each other and stuff. That was pretty amazing to watch. Great young man instead of a boy. Become more of a leader doesn't care what anybody else thinks, does his own thing. Makes me pretty proud. Be the man that I know he'll be. Do everything he can to be his best. Know how much I love him, how proud we are of it.
Great teammate, great atmosphere guy. Comes to work every day and really pushes people to be better. Freshman year, I gave him a hit and run up 10 so we could end the game, put the ball in play, and they end up hitting a walk-off double down the right field line. So that's going to contribute and be successful in whatever he does. He puts the time in, he puts the work in, and hopefully someday it'll pay off for him.
Yeah, he's really enjoyed it, and he's enjoyed the friends that he's made. And even his freshman year, he was not taller than me, but now he's a giant. Yeah, he amazes me. He's a great kid. Play hard, work hard, stay focused, and stay away from Walmart.
About 3 years ago, we adopted a little boy as a baby. He's become part of our family. Seth has really grown with helping taking care of him, teaching him, sitting down reading books with him, teaching him baseball. We already have him as a 3-year-old in T-ball. It's been good to see, and you just kind of can see the maturity in him. Study hard, obviously, have a backup plan.
Yeah, so Will's desire of the team is really his commitment to getting better as a player. His attention to detail, and I think his flexibility and willingness to do what it takes to even play at the next level. Really, we wanted to do the extra work, and we wanted to open a door for any opportunity that would be given to him to play after high school. His desire to play any spot, really on the offensive and defensive line, so he can be on the field to help his teammates. And he showed that in a lot of different situations. He can play multiple positions on the line. And got the opportunity to do that a couple times. And he surprised his O-line coach, showed him that he could legitimately play any position in the offensive line. He saw that he had learned all the different techniques and tips and tools that his O-line coach has showed him over the years. And he showed him that in a couple of minutes. And I think that's just a tribute to his versatility, his willingness to be flexible and give everything he can to his team. I think Will's going to be a successful man, professional, and I think he's going to do well playing football as well. He'll get that opportunity to play for several more years. And on top of that, he knows how to focus his mind on the academic side of things to build a foundation for himself professionally. I think whatever he chooses to do, he'll be very successful with it.
We asked him to pick a fall sport, and then he found out Stowers was going to be here, and he picked football. So he played both football and basketball freshman and sophomore year, and then just fell in love with football. I would say his first time starting on varsity, that I'll never forget that, because he wasn't a starter as a freshman. He had never really played football before, and he had to work hard. And we just kept telling him, keep working, and it'll come. Also, the mental side of it and the growing up, just learning how to balance everything, and he's really matured. I love you, super proud of you, and I'm gonna miss you, but you're gonna do great things.
I think probably when they won the state championship, just seeing him get to enjoy that and seeing the hard work pay off for him and all the boys, really. It was just a lot of work day after day, going to the weight room, doing the things that the coaches asked him to do, tell him to keep working hard. I mean, you set a goal for yourself and then you put in the work day after day, and now it's paying off, and just keep doing the same thing.
To golf. When she was there to practice, put a lot into it behind the scenes. Even outside of practice, I see her at the golf course a lot, practicing on her own. Because I've been bugging her for 2 years to hit a certain type of shot in a certain situation. It's not the TV-worthy shot, but it's a smart shot. And she used it one time this season at Western Skies from off the green, and she actually chipped it in the hole for a birdie. And she looked at me and kind of did a grin, like, okay. The best thing she had going for her was her demeanor. You couldn't tell if If I were to drive up on the hole, I couldn't tell if she had just birdied the hole or if she had made a 10 on the hole. She can do whatever she wants to do. She has the commitment, she has the physical tools to do it, and she can take her career as far as she wants to take it, in my opinion. She'll get this. Chip it.
Fantastic. She just thrived when she got here and led them to their first states, which went as a sophomore as an individual, but then junior and senior year she led them to states, and she's just excelled and exceeded all expectations. Going to her first states as an individual and representing Casteel, just a lot of time and dedication to the sport, and to also maintain the grades and still find time to study and find time for the sports, and try to do a balance of making what's priority. Sometimes school's gotta be priority, sometimes golf gotta be priority, and had a vision and a goal to play college golf, and she's just worked her butt off to get to where she's at. I'm very proud of you. Good luck. If you run into any situations or issues, do not hesitate to call. Don't be afraid. Don't think that just because you're on your own now, you don't need your dad. And I'm still here, and if you need anything from me, just call, and sky's the limit. Just go for your dreams and your goals, and I'll be by you 100%.
Kind of special athlete. He's been blessed with some natural abilities that give him an advantage over other athletes. The importance of his grades to help prepare a foundation for himself professionally will, I think, put him in a strong position for his life. Especially during his junior year, there's a few this last year and his senior year where he made some big catches for us at the end of games to put us over the edge. Based on his focus academically, he's going to put himself in a position to where he has the tools, the knowledge to put himself in a good position professionally.
His overall experience, it was a positive experience. He liked playing for the team. He definitely enjoyed the school. He enjoyed the athletic experience. Probably the state game versus Push Ridge when he caught the pass in the end zone. He's grown a lot from where he's come from, with dealing with the transfer, dealing with having to sit out. We have moved a few times, so he seems like he's always trying to learn new people, new school, new environment, things being different. I would just tell him that the best is yet to come. I think he has a solid foundation, and from here, sky's the limit.
He loved coming to Casteel. He know the people. Seem like everybody know him, and he's a lovely person. And basically, he's gonna hate to leave. I guess it would have to be the kick return that the other team had kicked him, and basically he took it from one end of the field to a touchdown. That was real big. Everybody was standing up in the stands. So seeing him grow from a kid to a young man is amazing. 22 offers. And for us, it's been stressful. It's been stressful for us as well as for him. It's been stressful just basically seeing your kid go off to another city, not knowing how they're gonna feel because they've never been away from home and stuff like that. I am so extremely proud of you. The sky is the limit. You got this. You're an amazing young man. I'm proud to be your mother. And I wish you well. I'm only a phone call away. Call me any time of the night. Yes, definitely. I love you.
I think determination is key in anything in life. I think that determination has led to his drive. Matthew wanted to continue to do it over and over until he got it right. Being a perfectionist, along with determination, along with drive, it all works together. I would just tell him, never stop working. Never stop working. There's always work to be done. There's always something that you can learn.
He's just got a really good heart. I think that he puts a lot into what he wants to accomplish. He's driven with his goals. And I also think he's a go-getter, even when maybe the chips aren't on his side. He's also a team player. He loves to hang around with his teammates and make the game fun. I've seen him grow where he's now starting to understand how to manage it all. There is nothing you can't do. You just have to put your mind and heart to it.
Matt's got a passion for baseball, obviously. He's been playing since he's been 5 years old. Being able to go off to college, be in a different state, play baseball, have fun, embrace it, mature, thank God every day that you have a blessing to play the sport, because not everybody does, but most importantly, grow to be a good young man.
Brandon's desire to be, not only a great player, but a great student athlete overall. Brandon running out with the Casteel flags, before a game. He was he's usually a guy out in front. He's a guy waving that thing up high. His picture is on the wall in our office. After football's over, he's going to be very successful because he knows how to respond to adversity. He's a coachable kid, and he's somebody that, again, knows how to find ways to be successful.
Experience as a student here. We lived out of state, and we purposely chose Casteel solely based on Ms. Lundberg. He started for 4 years and has just loved the camaraderie of the team, and it truly has made just such a great 4 years for him. It really has. I don't know if it's just one thing, but I think it's more just his sense of accomplishment. Like, I did it. The first year he played football, he didn't quite know what he was doing as strongly as he could. And I want to say it was probably the first game, second season, and he just nailed the play. And just that look of satisfaction, you could just see it in his body language. And, he did football, works on the weekends, and taking all his honors and AP classes. So, he's just very dedicated, very responsible. You got this, buddy. You worked your tail off. You know exactly what you want, why you picked it. And I'm here always. So just a phone call away. It's hard, you're gonna be far away, but like I told you, you gotta take it. You got this.
Coming to Casteel, being a first-year freshman, going through his senior year, he's enjoyed it quite a bit. Getting the opportunity to go to play football at Yale, that's probably his biggest one. At least that's one I think. But just his education, his growing up, getting ready to take that next step to becoming an adult. So he's come a long way. Good kid. His future's bright. He's earned everything he's gotten, and that's probably the best thing. Go and have a good time.
He's thanked me on many occasions. Second, I'd say he's humble. He's never played I'm better than this, or I don't need to do this. His sophomore year, he won the sectional tournament, and he's, of course, our first sectional champion. People gravitate towards Diego. I know our wrestling team, if he comes in the gym, people want to hang out with him. You can expect about 5 ice bags on your body coming out of the wrestling room a day in college. Casteel wrestling, it's always home for him, and he's always welcome back.
I think he's had a wonderful experience. He has really grown from a boy into a man, just really flourished into a really good athlete, a wonderful son that he is. Watching Diego interact with his friends, with his wrestling buddies, the camaraderie that I see him display, the leadership that he displays with them, just raising his hand on the mat. He is a man of discipline, which before it was hard to get him in the wrestling room. It was harder to maintain him there. He always just was, done, let's go, but he's grown to love his sport. I would say good luck. I would say don't ever forget who you are, who God has made you to be. Put his plan first, and everything else will come with it. And we love you. We're always going to be behind you, supporting you, encouraging you, and I wish you the best. Go out and get it.
I think as far as the qualities that Diego has is that he will never give up. He will never quit. And so he's learned to persevere. I think that the spiritual leadership of Bob Callison, I think the spiritual leadership of the youth group pastors that come to Casteel from Rock Point, Diego was able to devote his life and give his life over to Christ. He is a self-confident, self-reliant, self-motivated person now. So Diego, always follow what's in your heart that the Holy Spirit lays on your heart. Always follow God's word and always be a man of God.
Dedication to being a better football player and student overall. he was an example of what an athlete, the results an athlete can have going through our football program. From a physical standpoint, from a skill development standpoint, from a success standpoint, because he was the best receiver in Arizona. There's so many amazing individual moments we had on the field. It's hard to kind of label one, where you have the dip balls, one against Williams Field that he made over the top. He made a couple of jump balls when we played, Horizon. He's going to surprise a lot of people. Not us here at Casteel.
What makes him a unique athlete? First of all, he was able to get the play time. He was able to play with people in all of his sports, in football and in soccer, and also with track, with people that he knew and had grown up with, as well as stupendous coaching. The Centennial game, when Zach and Gunnar put on a clinic in the last 7 minutes of the game, by far, we lost the game, but we lost with grace. There's a child in there, and I hope that Zach doesn't ever lose that. It's great that he sometimes wakes up and doesn't know what day it is. I wish I could be that way, and I hope he doesn't lose that. It seems like it's gone like this. Zach, keep on, keep it on. You're doing everything right, and enjoy it while you can.
We're really impressed with the coaching staff and how they coached each player individually. Having Coach Newcomb coach Zach and teach him the intricacies of being a wide receiver, and so we've been real happy. Say that the 3A championship was his big thing, and it was made more sweet, I think, the fact that they started off as sophomore, freshmen, and then went on to be juniors as their top class, and ours as well. And just seeing the coaches' faces and the players' faces, and throwing the helmets, and just all that hard work paid off, and really sized 8th grader in the camp that Stowers had, moving all the way up to his senior year, being a more dominant player physically and mentally, having gone through not only what's offered at Casteel, but also what Stowers and Coach Newcomb have offered him on the field, so it's been great. And I have memories of Zach climbing the back of a defenseman to go up and make a catch. So I always said, hey, Zach, you're playing with training wheels, so when you get to that height, a piece of advice would be to live your passion, and I think he's doing that. I think that was part of our decision to go to Southern Utah, so we're extremely proud that he not only made a decision to go to a place where he feels he can contribute to the football team, but the main thing is he wants to be a pilot.
He played every big game since he got on campus, and he's competitive at everything he does. Sebastian game, and he came to play, and he was a bulldog, and he took the ball and went the complete game. His ability to pitch backwards, and he hides the ball with deception just enough to keep guys off his fastball. Keep your nose clean.
Last season, going almost all the way, he's grown up, he's more mature, he's got a job, definitely his drive and his love for the game. That has been his goal. He loves baseball, knows the game inside and out, just wanted to do this. I know you'll do great, make good choices. I love you, I'm proud of you.
But I think his best overall game last year was the first game of the state playoffs. It was probably his most effective game he's ever pitched. Complete game, 2 hits, only threw 59 pitches, had 7 strikeouts, and the best stat is he only threw 8 balls the whole game. I think he's more of a leader now, and he's kind of like extra coach on the field. I would tell him the piece of advice that he gives everybody else: don't suck.
That was incredible. Thank you guys. And we're going to do this again later, but all the parents and coaches that helped put that together. Looking around the room, and the raw emotion that's in this room right now is incredible. And it just it's an attribute to everything that's gone on over the last 4 years, and even the time before that, to help these young men and women get to the pinnacle that they're at right now. So without further ado, let's bring them out. Our state champion pom team's gonna walk our kids out. Come on out, guys. First up, Kaim Waleed. Kaim will be playing football at the University of, he'll let us know in a sec. Brandon Babcock. Brandon will be playing football as a Bulldog at Yale University. William Perry will be playing football as a Wolf at Northern State University. Zachary Nelson. Zach will be playing football as a Thunderbird at Southern Utah University. Matt Russo. Matt will be playing baseball as a Highlander at Cairn University. Gunnar Hertz. Gunnar will be playing golf as a Buccaneer at Park University. Diego Torres. Diego will be wrestling for the Firestorm at Arizona Christian University. Callie Llewellyn. Callie will be playing golf as a Spirit Wolf at Ottawa University. Seth Thunderbird. Seth will be playing baseball as a Thunderbird at Mesa Community College. Tanner Keeley. Tanner will be playing baseball as a Highlander at Cairn University. One more round of applause for all of them before we kick it off. At this point, I'd like to introduce Jen Johnson, the department chair of the counseling department, as well as the NCAA liaison. Jen is instrumental in assisting the student athletes that are college-bound and works hard to ensure that they are prepared for the next step in their athletic and academic journey. Jen Johnson.
Thank you guys so much. It's been such an honor and a real blessing to be able to work with these student athletes. Some of them I've worked with the whole time I've been here at Casteel, and some of them I've worked with just a few short months. But in the time that I've gotten to be with these kids, I've really gotten to know them and really be excited about their journey, and I'm just so super proud of every single one of you. The NCAA is the governing body for college athletics in Division I, Division II, and Division III programs. And the NAIA is the governing body for NAIA division schools. They have a high set of standards regarding recruitment, scholarships, and academics. The journey for an athlete to compete in college athletics is difficult. Only about 6% of students actually move from high school to college athletic programs. It takes not only a high level of athletic ability, but also a high academic drive to succeed. Signing their national letter of intent is the reward for a lot of time, energy, and effort for them and for their parents. These 10 students are above average in the requirements set up by both the NCAA and the NAIA. The average GPA between these 10 is a 3.5, with the highest being a 4.1. This is something to be admired and acknowledged. Like I said before, it has been such fun to watch these students complete part of their dream, and I couldn't be more proud of them all. Congratulations, you guys, and the best of luck as you start on your next collegiate path. Thank you, Jen. First off,
please welcome Matt Parashow to the stage. Coach Parashow is our head baseball coach. Tanner, please come to the signing table with your parents.
So a little bit about Tanner. Mark just stole my story that I was going to talk about up here, so now I'm kind of left without anything. So thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. But that was Tanner's best game by far. The command as a pitcher, you're always searching for that perfect spin, the perfect location, the perfect rhythm, the perfect timing. And his pursuit of perfection that day was pretty dang close, and that was fun to watch. Like I said in the video, Tanner's always taking the ball in our biggest games, and the competitive nature in which he goes about his business is really special. And we talked a couple weeks ago about what he wants to do when he's done playing, and he wants to get into coaching. And I think he's going to make a tremendous coach, or a tremendous whatever you actually do decide to do. With that being said, Tanner Caron University is proud to invite you to be a part of their baseball program. Please sign your letter of intent. You are dismissed. Would Seth and his parents please come to the podium? A little bit about Seth. He's in the process of a position change right now, moving from first base to the outfield. And to try to pull this off his senior year says a lot about his determination to play the game and to find any way he can to be on the field. He's went about his business the same way since he was a freshman here, doing whatever he could to get on the field. He's got the most pop of any high school hitter I've been around since I've been coaching for 8 years in his bat. And when he figures out his timing and his swing, he's going to be fun to watch. So keep your eye on him later on down the line. With that, Seth, Mesa Community College is proud to invite you to be a part of their baseball program. Please sign your letter of intent.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Seth. Thanks, families. Next up, we'd like to welcome Mike Schlund, head coach for the women's golf program here at Casteel. Callie, please come to the signing table with your parents.
I don't have a lot to say today. I just want to say to Kaylee, it's been an honor and a pleasure. I've known you for a long time, and it's been nice to see you develop. We knew the golf part was there, but I'm more proud of the young lady that you've become. And just to show you one quick story about what kind of person Kaylee is and how fun she can be. The first year we qualified for state as a team, we went to a really nice Italian restaurant on the second night, and everybody's ordering these extravagant dishes and stuff, and comes around to Kaylee and she orders a mac and cheese off the kids menu. And I believe we even had a cup of milk with it as well. So don't ever lose that part. That's the part I believe that keeps you steady on the golf course too. So I wish you nothing but the best. You deserve everything you get, and I'm sure you'll be great moving forward. So, Kaylee, Ottawa University is proud to invite you to be a part of their golf program. Please sign your letter of intent.
Congratulations, Kaylee, and you may now return to your table. Next up, please welcome Bob Callison, the Godfather, head coach of the wrestling program, to the stage. Diego, please come to the signing table with your parents.
Congratulations, not only to Diego, but the rest of the seniors up here. Just an inspiration to even the younger classmen moving forward. Diego is 98 and 21 over his 3 years here at Casteel. He's a two-time sectional champ and a one-time sectional runner-up. We head to state championships tomorrow, where he will be looking for his third state medal. And I've only had a few guys that have been three-time medalists at the state championships. Beyond that, Diego's much more of a leader with our wrestling team. Like I said in the video, he's very humble, and also his Christian attitude, as far as putting other people first, goes first and foremost as far as his character. Very proud of Diego. We're going to miss him, love him. It's good that he's still in state. We'll get to see him, and I wish him all the best. With that being said, Diego, Arizona Christian University is proud to invite you to be a part of their wrestling program. Please sign your letter of intent.
Congratulations, Diego. You may now return to your table. Next up, please welcome Ryan Mine, head coach of the men's golf program. Gunnar, please come to the signing table with your parents.
So I've had the honor of coaching Gunnar for the past 2 years. I got to take over for Coach Tanner, who laid the groundwork, and made my job much easier because when I came into the program, Gunnar was already not only a phenomenal golfer, he was a phenomenal young man. Manners, passion, fire on the golf course, which can be good and bad for his game, but he handled it and he got to this level, which is pretty amazing. So I'm really proud of everything he accomplished. And even though we play a pretty much individual sport, when it came to being a team, he was always focused and helpful with his teammates, and he got us, and along with obviously his teammates, got us to state for the first time ever this year. And he had to deal with some adversity. We got rained out on day 2, didn't quite go as well as we knew he had it in him to be a competitor, and that fire and that passion is gonna take him a long way. So Gunnar, congratulations, I'm really proud of you. With that being said, Gunnar, Park University is proud to invite you to be a part of their golf program. Please sign your letter of intent.
Thank you, Gunnar. Congratulations. You can now return your table. Next up, please welcome Marcus Macbeth, baseball coach and mentor for Matt Russo. Matt, please come to the signing table with your parents.
I'm honored and very, very proud to introduce to you guys a young man that I've been around since he was about 10 years old. I could see the determination in his eyes a very, very long time ago, and that's a real refreshing thing for a coach, just to look at a young man and to be able to see how determined he is and how hard he's willing to work. It's been an honor to watch him mature, to be a part of his life, to be a part of his career. This is a very hard-working young man from a wonderful family. Matthew Russo, Cairn University, is proud to invite you to be a part of their baseball program. Please sign your letter of intent.
Thank you, Matt. Congratulations. Now please welcome Coach Bobby Newcomb, head of the entire football program here at Casteel. Zach, please come to the signing table with your parents.
You know, as a football coach at Casteel, I'm really proud of all our athletes, especially the ones moving on to play football at the next level. Camp Brown and Trey Brooks signed their letter of intent this morning. We had a nice ceremony for them this morning as well. It's always exciting to talk about your players. Zach Nelson's a multi-dimensional athlete and gifted wide receiver with the ability to do a variety of things that a coach would ask of him on the football field. He's an example of how we want our players to develop over the course of their career at Casteel High School. Zach, this is your opportunity. Your opportunity to be on a national stage and continue to play a game you love to play while receiving a quality education. Your time in college will present life-changing experiences. The impact you have had on our football program here at Casteel will always be remembered. Now it is your time to advance your career and progress forward. Zach Nelson, Southern Utah University is proud to invite you to be a part of their football program. Please sign your national letter of intent. Will Perry, would you please go to the signing table and have your parents join you? As you saw in the video, we said a few things in there, but I had some pointed things that I wanted to highlight about him here before he signs. Will Perry is a determined student athlete with a strong desire to play football at the next level. He's battled through every ounce of adversity he's faced and has come out on top. He's a disciplined student who values education. Will, you have earned the opportunity to continue your playing career and receive a quality education. We appreciate all the sacrifices you have made being a Casteel Colt. Now it's your time to advance your career and progress forward. Will Perry Northern State University is proud to invite you to be a part of their football program. Please sign your national letter of intent. This time, Brandon Babcock, would you please approach the signing table with your mom and dad? Brandon's a very special young man. He's went through a process that strengthened him as a student and athlete. The character he's displayed through his time here at Casteel has put him in a position to add tremendous value to the college he chooses to attend. Brandon, this is your opportunity, and it's an opportunity of a lifetime. Your experiences in college will help expand your professional network and your foundation for your future. You have left a lasting legacy here at Casteel High School that will never be forgotten. Now it is your time to advance your career and progress forward. Brandon, Yale University is proud to invite you to be a part of their football program. Please sign your national letter of intent. Kaim, would you go ahead and go over to the signing table with your mother and father? And we get to find out what he chooses. Kaim is a strong and disciplined student who values education, an athlete blessed with the natural tools that can impact a game at any time. His influence within a team stretches beyond just his position and touches the lives of individuals from all walks of life. Kaim, the opportunity you have in front of you will change your life forever. The experiences you will have will shape the way you respond to the world around you. Thank you for your time you have invested in our football program over the last 2 years. Now at this time, please make your college choice by signing your national letter of intent.
What hat's he got on? Congratulations. Let's give it up again for all these young men and women that are going on to represent us. Before we conclude, I'd like to thank a few people, but I want to say what a special group of people. I've had the honor to be here for 3 years as the athletic director, and have seen each of these individuals put their name on the map, put us on the map, and make us what we are today. We're very, very honored to put you into the field and put you into college to represent Casteel. Thank you very much to all of you. I second want to thank the administration, staff, and the coaches for their support and assistance in helping each of these individuals go and get to where they want to go and where they're going now. It's, you know, you hear some of the stories behind the scenes that maybe aren't always public, that have made a difference in each of these lives, and it takes such a great gift from each of you to make this happen. Thank you. A huge thank you to Ariana Graney as she put together this amazing video, and every night has put together photos for us. Thank you, Ariana. I want to thank Rachel O'Brien from the Career Center, Jen Johnson, who's our NCAA counselor. You guys have been instrumental in tonight's program. Wherever you are, thank you. I want to thank John Lamont for making this live stream happen. I know people out there across the world are looking at this group of kids, wondering where they're all going, and trying to get the last bit of information. Thanks, John. I want to thank Brooke Constance for being here to support all the way through, making the tables pretty, lining them up, making sure everything's just perfect, and helping Jen out in every way possible. Thank you, Brooke. And finally, I want to thank Jen Pugh, my assistant, who this thing doesn't go off the way it does without her. Now, a little story is she's being honored tonight as a AAA award winner for the Chandler Unified School District, but she's here instead, which is exactly what the award's about. It's about giving up whatever it takes for the school that you work at, and for the community, and for the district. That's Jen in a nutshell. She's an amazing person. She absolutely makes me look good on every corner, and that is not easy, as we all know. So I appreciate it, all of you. I appreciate everything. Congratulations to all you guys. Let's give them one last round of applause. Thank you very much. We're going to pull together a couple specific photos that we're going to have all the kids together and do one with all the hats, and then the stage is open with the backdrops. We can do family photos, group photos, team photos, whatever you guys want at this point. Thank you very much for being here tonight.